Let's be honest with ourselves here. If you're watching this video, you are seriously considering becoming a real estate agent. You envision the flashy cars, the lavish luxury homes, and champagne in a glass made of gold. Newsflash, that's not what it actually is. When I was in my junior year of college as a film major, that is exactly what I saw when I got the opportunity to get into real estate. I thought about how I would instantly, the second I sign up, get a $100K salary, a beautiful home in the hills, and a white BMW. Looking back, I realize this is very dumb, and there's a lot more to it. So I commend you for actually doing your research because I was dumb. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually enjoy real estate, or else I wouldn't be here making these videos. I would have just given my license up. You want to make sure you know what you're getting into before you do, because if I didn't like this work, that would have been so much wasted time and money. So here are some things I wish I knew before I got into real estate. Now, before we get into it, my name's Clayton. I'm a practicing agent. I've been practicing for about 1.5 years. I'm based in Cincinnati, Ohio, north of Kentucky. I aim to make everything in real estate just a little bit accessible to normal people like you and me. Because let's be real, it's complicated. Be sure to like this video, comment if you have any ideas or questions, and I think YouTube's doing this thing where the button lights up if I say subscribe for the first time, so let me know if it did that. If you're interested in becoming an agent, even after this video's up and I just go dragging the profession through the mud for 7 minutes, great. Leave me a DM, I'd be more than happy to help you. Otherwise, let's get into it. Number 1, don't quit your job. You're likely going to need to keep some type of income coming in while you build your business. Now, quitting my job way too early was a mistake that I personally made, and it bit me in the butt later. Real estate is a long game, you got to recognize this. Meaning more than likely you're going to need 6 months to a year with some stable income coming in just to make sure you have time to build your business. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for you to get success right away. I've seen it done before, but it is super rare for that to happen. And I want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence whenever I'm telling you what to do here. So more than likely, it's not going to be instant success for you. I know it wasn't for me. Just keep that in mind whenever you're considering quitting your job the second you get your license. 2, always be learning. Let me break the ice lightly for you really quick. Real estate school doesn't teach you anything, and they just cover the laws. They don't cover contracts, agent-to-agent relationships, or anything really useful. Actually, if you're an agent, like an active agent, drop in the comments right now the last time you used the meets and bounds system, or the last time you needed to know that 43,560 feet were in an acre. I'll wait. There's a lot of skills to learn whenever you get into this business. And the cool thing about this business is that you can never know too much. Networking, negotiating, time management, getting read with the title agency on the phone because you're supposed to close in 2 days and they haven't taken the necessary steps or gone back to you on email or anything like that. Please respond to me. These are all useful skills that you can apply to real estate. You have to be willing to learn at all times. I've seen agents with far more experience than I do not know of documents, lingo, and other things pertaining to the business that we do. And that's not a dig at them or a flex. Especially if you're a new agent, you want to set yourself apart. Be a sponge. Learn anything you can about real estate. Turn to agents with more experience than you. Read articles, watch videos like you're doing right now. Learn from anybody that will teach you. In most states, you have to. You have to take continuing education courses. I mean, I know I do in my states. But always go above and beyond to learn more, and your business will thank you. Number 3, finding your niche. I cannot overstate this enough. Most new agents, including myself at one point, get into the business and instantly throw on Facebook or Instagram, hey, who's looking to buy a house? I'm a real estate agent now. Don't do that. You look dumb. Oh my God, you look so dumb. Don't do this. I looked awful. I looked stupid. Don't do this. Instead, incorporate it into what you already do. I, for example, am a car guy and I like making YouTube videos. I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to car stuff that I have for years. I talk about car stuff all the time on other social media accounts, and actually the majority of my closings have been with car people that I've met in real life through cars. There are other ways of lead generation. If you want a video on that, feel free to drop a comment. I'll be more than happy to make it for you. And with the YouTube thing, what do you think I'm doing now? This is only video number 3 in this format, and hopefully third of many. You just need to find something that works for you. I mean, I know a guy that literally makes more than $500,000 in commission every year, thanks largely in part to memes he makes. Memes. The guy makes memes and makes more than $500,000 commission a year. You can literally turn anything into business in this business. The best way to find business is just to look in your circle. If you're a good person and your friends love you, they're going to want to support your business. Which is actually a really good segue into number 4. Treat your business like a business. Being an agent is like having your own business in just about every single way. For example, on your taxes, you get a 1099 from most brokers. That basically makes you an independent contractor, which makes you no different from a plumber or an electrician. Just like those folks, you're gonna have expenses, tax write-offs, and more. That also means that you're gonna have to treat this job like a business. Side note on this point as well, you yourself are gonna be dealing with leads, clients, other professionals, so on, so forth. You're not only gonna be your brand, you're gonna be representing your brand. So keep that in mind as well. I, for example, like to keep things pretty casual. I usually dress really casually. I usually speak really casually like I do right now. Kind of like I'm talking to a friend or a family member, because I don't want to treat a client like they're just another number, and I want to be a real person, right? I don't want to be the kind of realtor that shows up to showings in suits all the time where my buyer has to stress out, be like, okay, do I have to dress up for these things? Home buying is already stressful enough. I'm just gonna do everything in my power to be a real person, to be a resource for them. I'm gonna get the job done, and I just wanna be there for them. Now, if you wanna be the classy agent, the cowboy agent, the guy that skates, or the agent that does ballet, that's up to you. Be yourself, be loud, be proud, but be you. Number 5. Build a support system. Find professionals who are going to be willing and able to answer questions that you may have, because you're a new agent. I'm still a relatively new agent. You're not going to have the answers to everything. And as I said before, real estate school really doesn't teach you anything useful. It's so important to have people in your circle when you really need to phone a friend. This is all included in that networking that I briefly mentioned earlier, by the way. I've got agents with loads more experience than me, lenders, contractors, wholesalers, inspectors, appraisers, title companies, and just many more people in my sphere. The game is truly scary, but if you have the right team, winning can be a breeze. For example, I was looking at a house recently with a client, and the basement had no vents, only a return vent. I have an inspector that I called, and he picked up the phone and was able to answer my questions after I sent him a few photos. If I didn't have those people in my corner, I simply wouldn't be able to do the work that I do as well as I do it. It's all about being your authentic self, and people who want to help clients will be naturally gravitating toward you. Now, if you're interested in being an agent and you want more information, feel free to leave me a comment or a DM. I'd be more than happy to help. And if you're looking to buy or sell in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, I can also help with that. Once again, I'm a real estate agent in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky market. And even if you are not local to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, and you need help finding somebody, I'd be more than happy to refer you to somebody. Whether you are a buyer, seller, or someone wanting to become an agent, it's really important to have someone walking alongside you. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Clayton. I aim to make real estate a little bit more accessible for the average person like you or me. If you have anything you'd like me to talk about, drop it in the comments or shoot me a DM. I'd be more than happy to talk about it. Until next time, stay quirked up.